What's up all you wonderful cripples, non-cripples out there? Welcome to my channel. My name is Daz Bartley, and this is... I apologise for the noise of the washing machine in the background. I was going to do a video today of what is on my iPad. Unfortunately, I've just dropped the iPad on the floor, so that's not going to happen. I can't expect Evie to pick it up for me because it's a little bit too heavy, and I don't want her putting her teeth through the screen. So today I thought I'd show you how to create a thumbnail for YouTube. I think it's once you're over 10 subscribers, you can then have personalized thumbnails put in. For this, I do recommend that you have Photoshop. I only have the Photoshop CC3, I think that's what it is. So I'm just about to put the screen up now so you can see my computer desktop. 3, 2, 1, go. Now I always use 3, 2, 1, go, just so it's a bit easier for editing. So I know when to bring the computer screen, the screen caption into the video when I'm editing. So first off, let me just get this down. Right, I'm going to show you. Let me just open Photoshop. I am using Windows 10. It does take a while to open. Let me just move this onto the other screen for now. Yeah, Photoshop CC3, I think it is. It does take a while to open. There's so many files it's got to load. Now, when I'm doing a thumbnail, I like to work on the same size as my PC screen, which is 920 by 1080p. Just because the quality is slightly better for when I'm editing, and unfortunately, YouTube don't allow a file to be. They don't allow your personal thumbnail to be uploaded more than 2 megabytes, I think it is. So I make the quality the best I can using the Photoshop, and then I scale it down. So it usually turns out to be like 900 kilobytes or something like that. So I open up a new canvas, 1920 by 1080, resolution 150 pixels per inch. Now today I'm going to show you how I'm doing the thumbnail for this video. So I've got the idea of, this is the hardest bit I find, is creating of the thumbnail, because it's got to be able to catch people's eyes. Let me just close Facebook. Sorry. So as you all know, I type with the on-screen keyboard. I usually keep it on the second screen so it's out the way. I use Google for a lot of things. For images, you can snap images off it. So I'm using Photoshop in the video. So I'm going to get a Photoshop logo, images. Go to images. Now I don't want one with anyone's face in it. I just want the Photoshop logo. But I want it to be a PNG image. Now PNG just means there's no background. It's translucent in the background, so I can use it likes of that. I might use that. And once it loads properly, you'll see like squares in the background, which means it's got no background to it. It doesn't want to load at the minute. I'll show you another one. See if that'll load. See how it's got squares. But I want to use this one, and it's not flaming loading. Could I use that one? I really want to use. There we go. It's loaded. So if you right click, save image as. Now I want to put it in. I need to make a new folder first. Where's the new folder gone? There. And I want to call it thumbnail. Now I always capitalize my folders just because it's a little easier to sort out and find files and stuff. Now when you're saving it, because it's a PNG file on the internet itself, it should save it automatically as a PNG file, but make sure it's saved as a PNG, because when you open it in Photoshop, then none of these squares over here will just be that image. There'll be no background or anything. Now because I'm doing a thumbnail one, I want to get a thumb. I want to literally get some person's thumbnail. Hold on, let me get a thumb. Right, and then I want to get a nail, so I'm gonna hopefully Photoshop it onto the thumb. So let me find a decent thumb. I might just use that one. So if you save as, and it should open the same folder, yeah. So that's now a JPEG file because it's not translucent. Now I want to get a nail. Nail. No, not that kind of nail. Pins. There we go. We'll just use one of those. So we might just use a bobby pin. So we save image as. Save JPEG as well. Now if we go back to Photoshop, file, open, and now we need to go back to where the folder is. You only have to do this once, and then when you open a file, it should open it. It's open to the right file anyway. So thumbnail. First, we want to open the thumb. There we go. Now, because I want to use the big background, I usually drag that, highlight the whole thing, and then we go Control C, go to the other one, Control V, and then I usually just spread it right out then. Like so. But if I just do it till about there, and then you press OK, and then the quality should go back to quite crisp again, which it has done. So now I want to open the other file. I want the bobby pin. Here it's a bit slow because I've got. Oh, don't tell me it's not saved as a JPEG. Bugger! So I'm gonna have to go back to Google and pick another photo because it hasn't saved as it wasn't a JPEG image. So we'll just go pin images. Should we use that one? Yeah, it saved it as a JFIF file when it shouldn't have. That's a JPEG, so you can use that one instead. That other one was a JFIF file. Photoshop doesn't recognize those. So this is open fine. Now we want to get rid of the background, so I usually unlock the layer, and then I click the magic wand tool. This is the best tool ever, and you literally click, and it highlights the background, and you press delete, and it's taking the background away for you. So now I usually highlight that, copy, Control C, and then Control V. Now you can play around with this. You can flip it around in any way you want to. I want to try and make it look as real as possible. So I might. Flip it around. Make it wider again. A bit smaller. Around that way, but I might hide it behind the other layer. So save changes there. Go to layer 2, drop it down underneath layer 1, and I can't because I haven't taken the background off that. Bugger! Hold on. Let me select that layer. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. I just need to take the background away from this guy. Sorry. Hey. No. Right, that. Delete. That. Can delete. Okay. And then that can delete. And there we go. Now I can just unselect that, right? And now I want to go back to the nail. See if I can hide it behind it almost. So accept those changes. Hide it behind there. Doesn't look. Tell you what I'm going to do. Put it back up there. Make it so it sticks in through that. Make it a bit wider, I think. Maybe a bit smaller so it looks like a pin almost. So if I accept that change now, then if I go Control C, and then if I add a new layer, Control V to paste. Now I can hide this now behind that and make it look like it's coming out the other end. Make it a bit smaller to make it look like it has gone right through the finger. Right, so straighten it up a little bit. About there. That looks like it's gone right through the finger now. I just want to add a bit of a background to it so you can see the nail properly. I might do a red, so we click on the colour, pick a dark red, I might go about there, grab your paintbrush, and why can't I do that? Alright, I've hit the layer, that's why. And then I can just go doo-doo-doo, paint it. And just thought I'd do a quick bit of a red. You need to make it like quite colourful so it will catch the eye of people. Let me just bring the size down a bit and the hardness down a bit and see if I can see if it'll let me paint a bit of blood on that. Hold on, edit undo. Opacity 60%. Do a nice bit of blood around there. I know it doesn't. As I said, I'm not the best at Photoshop, but I'll tell you what. I'm gonna do a darker colour red about there. Have it going all up around here. Bit blotchy. So as I said, I'm not very good at Photoshop, but hey ho. So there's a bit of blood. Just make it look like blood. And then that, I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to go to text, draw a text file out. I want this to be above, on top of all the layers. So if I do that again, I want to change the colour. I want to make it yellow. Now I always work with the text Jill. Is it Jill's? Gills? Hold on, let me find it. Gill Sand. I used the last one, the bold condensed. Now I'm just gonna put change the size down slightly just by dragging. How to, and then the apostrophe, make it smaller so it fits, because then it's easier to edit and make it bigger afterwards. So I'm happy with that. I like to add I like to add an outline layer to it. So if you double tap on the layer, what happened now? Oh, it's there. If you double tap on the layer, I add a drop shadow. Now, if you keep an eye on that, I want it black. You'll see it has makes it almost like a 3D effect type of thing. So I want to move the angle a bit. I usually have it at 133. If I can, yeah, there we go. And I usually make it a bit further away so it's more pow in your face. So that's how I like it. Now I can go ahead and move it, re-edit it and make it as big as I want. I think I'm going to put that, I might put that there, but move it behind all the other layers. Let's give that a go, see what it looks like. Put it back just onto the background, move it slightly. How to. That'll do. And then I want to save that, yes, add a new text, and drag that out. Creating, so I want that above, like so. Make it smaller. There we go. Because I've set the drop shadow to the settings I want already, you just literally just tip on that box and press OK. You don't have to mess around with the angles or anything because it's done it from before. Now I want to make that slightly bigger and more of an angle as well. Do I put it like that? Maybe. Creating. There we go. Type that. Now I want new text and thumbnail. I know you can't see it at the minute, but I know what I'm typing in, so I don't really need to see it. Make it as small as you can, still fitting the whole word in. There we go. Now, I might change the colour to a blue. There we go. Okay, that. Tap on the layer, double tap on the layer to get a drop shadow. Like so. And make it bigger and have it behind. I want it behind the creating, but I want it on top of the thumb. So you drag it in between the two layers itself. Oh, let me press OK first, sorry. Shove it in between the two layers itself, so I want it like that. Oh, sorry, one up. There we go. That's creating a thumbnail. I might just angle the creating one round a bit more, just so it's not. There we go. Move it up slightly. Et voila. So that's my thumbnail. I like the way it is at the minute. So I'm going to go ahead and file, save as. Now it's saved into the thumbnail folder. Change it to a JPEG and call it. Oh, I call mine thumbnails. Like so. And make sure it tells you here the size of the file is going to be. If that says any more than 2 M, you can't use it. You have to bring the file quality down, which will then bring the number down. But because this is fine the way it is, I can save it how it is at the minute, and it will come out. It'll come out crystal clear. So that's the thumbnail. That's how you pretty much make a thumbnail for YouTube. That's pretty much how you make a thumbnail. As I said, you can only do it if you have more than 10 subscribers, I think it is. And as I said before, the maximum file size you can use has to be no greater than 2 megabytes. Photoshop, you can download a trial, but it doesn't give you all the features that I like to use. Especially, that was just a rushed thumbnail. I'm probably still going to use that so you can see what it's like when you click on the video anyway. But I usually spend a bit more time on that. But just for video purposes, I did it quick and rough. Quick and rough. That sounds wrong, doesn't it? Yeah, just quickly and roughly how you do a thumbnail for your YouTube videos. My advice to you will try and make them be as bright and as colourful as you can, because that grabs people's attention to your video. But that's pretty much it for how to make a thumbnail for YouTube. But if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share and subscribe. Even if you didn't like this video, please give it a like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. And don't forget to keep it wheeling.